two sides to the DVIR experience. There's the mobile app and the web side. In the driver app, this is where the driver will live. It makes it easy for the drivers to complete the DVIRs. It can document the defects, and it can also get the required signatures throughout the whole flow of mechanic and driver confirmations. The driver can complete inspections quickly with pre-populated information. They can also upload photos and 3-second video, as well as start the mechanic sign-off so that you don't need extra logins for mechanics that are outside of your organization. On the website, the support role and full access role users can manage all aspects of the DVIR from this area. They can resolve defects, they can manage fleet health, customize inspection lists, and customize schedules for inspection lists that are related to maintenance and other side items. On the website, you can also manage notifications, which are email notifications triggered off of either DVIRs that are submitted in real time, so that you'll receive an email notification anytime a DVIR is submitted with minor defects, major defects, or safe. And in staged time, where the DVIR status has been in a certain status level, like resolved or defective, for more than a number of days that you set. That way you get reminders for call to action that you still need to address any old outstanding items. Now I'm going to take you into the mobile side to show you the driver's experience. Inside the Lytx driver app, you'll be logged in using your biometric ID or your own login, and you'll be taken to the homepage here where you see DVIR and other products from Lytx. You'll press on the Lytx DVIR button, and that takes you into the general vehicle reports that have been submitted over the last 30 days, where you can review other previous drivers' reports. And this is where you'll also go to find reports that you're going to be showing to Department of Transportation, where you can see the images that have been applied. You can see walk-around photos and the general information. You can also switch over to the other tab of My Inspections here to see the DVIRs that you have submitted personally, and those are over the last 30 days. To start a new DVIR, it's as simple as pressing the plus button here at the bottom, and then you'll enter in your location. You'll notice that your carrier and date and time have already been pre-populated for you. Your location would also be pre-populated for you if you have that allowed on your device. And then you'll select pre-trip or post-trip and hit next. Here's where you'll be in the assets section where you can select your vehicle and enter in its odometer information. You can also add a trailer to this DVIR. I'm not going to do that this time. And then you're taken to the defects list of lists. And here you'll see that you've got a refrigeration truck list that is default, as well as 3 scheduled lists that have to do with maintenance items that they want checked daily, monthly, and weekly. We're going to do the refrigeration truck list first here. Service brakes look good. Steering, vehicle lights, tires all look good. The windshield wipers look good, but the rear view mirror is not looking great. That is going to be a major or a minor. Depends on your company's standards. Let's do a major for now. You can add in notes. And you can also take photos or 3-second video by accessing your camera or the photo library. I'm going to go ahead and use my camera this round, show that we've got a serious breakage in the mirror. And then we'll hit save. That now shows within my defects list here. I can go in and edit the details. If I messed something up here, I can change the status, I can change the photos, and then update the defect. And that now shows, since it's a major, with a orange triangle and exclamation point. There's also a new feature here of walk-around photos where you can take the photos of the driver, passenger, rear, and front, same way you do with the others. So you just click on the icon there and you get the option to submit from the camera or photo library. Once you've filled out all of your items within your list, then the next button becomes active, or the done button becomes active. And you can add general notes to the whole of this DVIR. and then you'll hit submit or done. You can see here that I have done the first refrigeration truck list, and I have other lists that I can complete at this time as well, or I can hit the edit button and go back in and add more to my existing list. So if I want to show something else, passenger side, front side, I can edit that. I can start next lists right as we're going, or I can hit the next button at the bottom to move on to the signature process. Now you see here that we have a warning message at the top that will show safe if you have submitted a DVIR with no defects, but if you have major defects, it'll show as warning. Then you add your signature here to make sure that you have signed off and have accountability for what you've been submitting. And so the first phase of the process has been completed. Now you'll see here in my inspections that I now have a pre-trip done with defects. You can resolve the defects if this vehicle has been taken into the mechanic shop and you want to take over the truck again from that mechanic. You can click on your previous DVIR here. You can scroll down to the area where there was defects and hit resolve defects. This is instructing you to hand your device over to the mechanic for them to fill out their information. So they will hit resolve here. They will hit the resolve defect. They will say that's either repaired or not and add a note. And then they can add photos of their own or video. I'm not going to do that this time. And then they'll hit save. And now they have their own log as well. They can edit that and go back in if they made a mistake, obviously. And then they'll add in their information here. And where they're located, and they'll add their signature for completion of the mechanic phase. And then they'll hit certify, and that will finish the second phase. Now, the final phase of any defective DVIR is obviously making sure that that mechanic's work was actually done correctly and resolved the issue. So you'll hit sign off here, and you'll walk around your vehicle and just make sure that that fix actually was something that resolved the issue and it's good to go again. And you'll hit your add signature here so that you can then confirm that I am taking that truck back out again because it is good to go. And now you have a safe DVIR, and that vehicle can be added to the fold again. That completes the experience for the mobile and driver side. Now on to the web. Okay, so I've logged into my Lytx account here. I'm going to the DVIR tab at the top. The Lytx account is managed by support and full access users, mainly administrative. And the DVIR main page that you'll land on here is all of the reports that have been submitted over the last 90 days. You'll be able to refine this by using this group selector to get down to the areas that you really want in case you're not using the whole company's data for this moment. You can also select it over a date range or specific statuses of defect, resolved, or safe. Or you can actually filter through the defects that have been submitted. You can filter by personnel, vehicle, trailer, and report ID. And you can run search criteria here. For vehicles, you can run searches by the first 3 digits of or characters of the VIN, the license plate, or the vehicle name. While you're in this page here, you do have the capability to download everything that you have. So we recommend using the filters first and then downloading a CSV for your own records. You can step into any of these and see the details of the report. And if you have some that are including mechanic flows, you can see the other signatures that are involved. You can see this one here is still in a resolve status, so it needs to be confirmed by the driver. This is a call to action for the driver to do. So we've got a main signature, the mechanic's signature, and now we just need the review for that vehicle to go back out on the lot. While you're setting up your account, you'll be adding your vehicles, your trailers, and your users, and it will populate in here for use within your list management. That is where you'll design your lists to add to the vehicles for check items. And you can make copies, you can delete old, or you can edit existing ones. Editing the existing ones, you can add more sections. So the basic inspection has the minimum items for DOT. The additional sections can include like the engine compartment or any other items that you may have, like a crane section. And then once you have those other sections and each line item in text written, you can also add a set schedule to that list. So if you don't set a schedule, it will be available every day, all the time. If you do set a schedule, it will be showing up when the date of its dueness comes close. And for daily, you can select any day of the week or multiple days of the week. So if you're doing weekdays, you can do something like that. If you're doing weekly, you can select if it's going to trigger on a given specific day, or you can do every other week by doing 2 in every here. With monthly, it's very similar. You can do it once a month, or you can do it every 3 months and have it trigger on the first day, the last day, or the 15th. And then for yearly, you'll select a date that this will renew on and show up for every year. After you have your list designed, then on to list assignment. And there's vehicle assignment and trailer assignments here. So you'll be able to select one vehicle or multiple vehicles. You can set the inspection lists to be a single inspection list if you'd like and hit set, or you can do multiple inspection lists if that's what this vehicle requires. I'm not going to do that at this time. You'll see multiple inspection lists separated by a comma here. And the same for trailers. So you come in and you select which vehicles you're doing, set inspection list, and apply. Also within the admin side is where you do notifications in the users tab. So in the users section here, you'll pick a user. Full access is probably good for them to get reminders. They'll come to the notifications section here at the top, and they'll add new notifications. The DVIR status notification, like I said, is a call to action for DVIRs that have been set in a specific status and have not been changed or moved. And you can select if that's going to be by defect, by safe, or resolved. Generally, defect and resolved are the ones that you'll be selecting, and whether it's minor or major are subsets that you can do. For the DVIR submissions, this is real-time email notifications on any submission that qualifies for one of these or all of these standards. So if it has a minor defect in it, anything with a minor defect, even if it has a major as well, if it has a minor defect, it'll trigger an email notification that comes to you for right at the real-time submission. If you select all 3 of these, then you'll get email notifications for any DVIR submission, whether it's safe, whether it has minor or major. All of them will trigger an email notification for you. So you just hit add notifications here at the bottom and then save changes, and that will complete this process. That is it for the web side and for DVIR on both web and mobile. Thank you for your attention. Have a great day.